Hey guys, so 'tis the season. I put my Christmas tree up and today I will be posting a book haul. I didn't do it in October because I'd only collected about 3 books and I didn't really see a point in filming like a 2-minute video. I figured that wasn't really interesting, so I knew I was going to place a couple orders in November just because there was a book I really wanted and a couple of other things that I wanted to pick up. So yes, this is a collective October-November book haul. I will have a book outlet unboxing coming up shortly because the Black Friday deal for 30% off, I just couldn't resist. So look forward to that coming up in the next week or so. But yes, very excited about these books. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So naturally, I'm going to start with the 3 books that I picked up in October, and the first 2 were ones that I grabbed at Value Village. First one was Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. This matches the Articus collection that I started from chapters going back a couple months in a book haul. And I didn't own this one, so it was in like perfect brand new condition, so I figured why not add this to the collection since I haven't read it yet. And I also grabbed Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. I have read this one, but maybe about 3 years ago, and I did genuinely enjoy it. I have recently wanted to get back into her novels, but I can't decide if I want to pick them up and read them randomly or if I want to read them in publication order so that I can see how she's grown and developed as an author. So if you have any feedback on which order I should read them in, make sure you let me know. This one specifically is about a girl named Auden who decides to spend the summer at her dad's house. He is recently remarried and they have a baby daughter. So she goes to the beach to live with her father and his new family and kind of reconnect with them. And she meets a boy there. So it was cute. I remember enjoying it. I don't know. I want to give it another read now that I'm older, but this is probably one that I will take on my cruise, so excited about this again. And then the last one that I got in October was actually gifted to me by one of my favorite people ever, and that is my sis Carrie, so thank you, Carrie. And that is The Masked Truth by Kelly Armstrong. She is the one that got me into this author, and I have really enjoyed her so far. And this one sounds like the perfect novel for me. So this follows, I think, 2 main characters, Riley and Max, who are both in very unfortunate circumstances. So they end up going to a weekend therapy camp where I think it's 5 other teens are there with them, so there's 7 of them in total, and they ended up being taken hostage by like masked people. So I am really excited to read this. It has mental health and it has kidnapping, and that's just everything that I'm about with a Canadian author. So totally excited for this. Thank you again, Carrie. I love you, girl. And now I get into my November purchases. The first one that I had to pick up was Clockwork by Cassandra Clare. I finally finished reading this book and I did really enjoy it. I will give you my entire thoughts at the end of my wrap up, but I have posted a review, so I will link that down below in case you're interested. Liked this, didn't love it, hoping for more development from the rest of the series, but it did get me back into the Shadowhunter world, so I was really excited about that. So yes, I have been collecting these in the nice hardcover editions, so I have 4 of them now and excited to continue on with the series for sure. So as well, when I ordered that, I got The Mystery of Hollow Places by Rebecca Potos. This is one that I was interested in when it first got released, so then when I saw it was in hardcover as a bargain book, I couldn't resist because it has been on my radar for a while. So she has written another one that was really popular this year, but this was her debut novel. So this is kind of a darker, not so much contemporary, but it is about a girl named Imogen who lives with her father. She doesn't have any memories of her mother as she left when she was a baby. And so her father is kind of a pathologist for forensics, so he does a lot of medical research, and one day he goes out and never returns. So she thinks that he has gone looking for her mother and decides to take it upon herself to continue this search and try and track down the both of them. So I really love this cover, and it's short, so I think it's going to be good, but it just sounded creepy and something that I would be totally interested in reading this winter, so looking forward to it. So a couple months back, I mentioned that one of my new ways of purchasing books was to go onto my Goodreads and see what the oldest 4 books I have ever added to my wish list and want to read are. So I decided to do that again this month, and I ended up buying The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. This has been on my TBR since November of 2012 when I started booktubing in Goodreads. So it has been ages since I've been wanting to pick this up. I'm pretty sure it is about vampires. It is a paranormal and dystopian mix for young adults, and it is a 3-book series that I've heard pretty good things about. It is very high rated on Goodreads, so I'm excited to see what I think of it and finally get into it. I don't think I've ever read anything by this author, even though she has written many things and is still continuing to release more novels. So I'm excited to start at the very beginning and see how I feel about this one. And then the last one before we get into the unboxing is Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. I recently purchased Eliza and Her Monsters, which I haven't read yet, but I've heard so many people talk about this one and saying that it is almost the total opposite of her newest release. So this one is like a darker contemporary about a girl named Alex. So yes, and she is currently battling what is real and what is not, and I love those kinds of books. I'm not sure if it's like a mental illness or like schizophrenia or something, but I really enjoyed that aspect in The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, so I'm excited to see it in a more contemporary setting. And the font's really big, the spacing is really large, so I think this is going to be a quick read and another one that'll be good for the winter. And again, I love the cover, I love the pastel of it, and I love the spines, so excited about this one for sure. Now I get into the most exciting part, the unboxing. I'm pretty sure I know what both items are. This was a pre-order. So I pre-ordered Ruby and Olivia by Rachel Hawkins. Rachel Hawkins is one of my favorite young adult authors. She wrote the Hexel series as well as the Rebel Belle series, and this is her middle grade release. So this is a middle grade kind of horror thriller about haunted houses, as you can tell by the cover, which is so cute. And yes, so that is all I know about this because I love the author. I had to pre-order it and support her, so I'm excited to finally have it unboxed and that I can read it very soon. So excited about this. And then this box, I think, should only have one book in it, but it is not a small book. And it is one that I wasn't going to purchase because I don't have the second one yet, so I couldn't really justify getting this one, but it dropped down to $13, and on my Amazon I just had to buy now with one click. I got the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I own the illustrated Sorcerer's Stone, but not the Chamber of Secrets, because they are like so expensive. I just wanted to slowly collect them as I read each one. But once I saw that this had such a major drop in price, I couldn't resist because I knew I wouldn't find it cheaper. So like the other one, it is gorgeous, and it is actually on my December TBR to read the first illustrated one. So I'm so excited to get back into this world. I love Harry Potter, as I think all of us booktubers do. So I'm so excited that they are releasing them in the illustrated editions because they are so pretty. So yes, those are all of the books that I purchased in the last 2 months, with the exception of my book I would order that just hasn't arrived yet, and that will be its own separate unboxing because I got a lot of books in that haul. So I think I'm going to go on a little bit of a splurge in December, just because I've been working so much and I want to treat myself, but I'm also going away the first week of January, so I know I won't have spending money in Miami. So yes, I am in a current battle of what I want to do and what I want. So yeah, I want a lot of new clothes, but I also want a lot of new books. So yeah, bargain books have been my saving grace, that's for sure. So yeah, make sure you guys let me know what you purchased in this last month, and if there are any coming out in December that you're really excited to read. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!